Top 10 toxic Jake Paul red flags that shocked the public. Number 10, Tommy Fury. Jake Paul has sensationally accused Tommy Fury of lying about his mother being ill to avoid a face-to-face press conference. The British fighter pulled out of their upcoming fight after suffering a broken rib and contracting a bacterial chest infection. The Manchester-born fighter was due to make an appearance in a press conference ahead of the fight, but was forced to pull out, with Paul sending his respects to his competitor at the time. It was reported that Fury returned to the UK to take care of his ill mother, which was later confirmed. Paul even sent his message of support at the press conference, where he told reporters, "I'm upset that Tommy's not here. I know he's taking care of his mother, and I respect that as a man. I hope she's okay." But speaking to former NFL punter Pat McAfee, Paul has now accused Fury of lying so that he could avoid the press conference. Fury returned home the day before the press conference and began training with older half-brother Tyson Fury in preparation for the fight. Paul said, "The first told me he had a chest infection and a cough. It comes down to the kid not wanting to get into the ring." Paul also dubbed Fury as boxing's biggest bitch on his social media pages, but hopes to fight the former Love Island contestant next year. Number 9, Tana Mongeau. YouTuber Tana is opening up about her strained relationship with husband Jake Paul. The influencer staged a wedding ceremony with a controversial start in Las Vegas over the summer, but the couple never made the marriage legal and admit to being in an open relationship. Tana has hinted at dating Noah Cyrus, though the singer later denied that their friendship was romantic. Mongeau, most famous for her disastrous TanaCon, a failed attempt to convene thousands of fans for meet and greets in June 2018, released an intimate video discussing the ups and downs of her relationship with Paul. "It's crazy that I'll look at 2019 as the best career of my life, but mentally I just feel the lowest I've ever felt," she began the 40-minute video entitled "The Truth About Everything." Number 8, fired from Disney Channel. Like many top YouTubers today, including his big brother Logan, Jake Paul got his start on Vine in 2013, and by the time the app was discontinued, Paul had over 5.3 million followers and 2 billion views on the app, where his brash humor and stunts especially appealed to a young audience. This notoriety among a young demographic landed Paul a role on the Disney Channel. The series Bizarre Bark is itself a nod to the type of social media fame that Paul accrued for himself, and his character resembled his real-life online persona. On the show, Paul played Dirk, host of a video segment on a YouTube-esque series called Dare Me Bro, where his character took dare requests. Cringe. Paul began appearing on Bizarre Bark in 2015 when the series started, but Disney announced his exit in 2017, and Paul later revealed he had been fired. What Paul says led to his firing was a local TV news segment about his YouTube channel, which was the less Disney-friendly real-life version of Dare Me Bro. KTLA5 visited the West Hollywood neighborhood where Paul was living in July 2017 and interviewed Paul's neighbors about his YouTube stunts. They were extremely displeased. Number 7, scamming kids. Paul's ventures tend to revolve around a central theme. Paul tells his kid subscribers that education isn't important since he didn't do well in school but became rich and famous, and other kids should follow his lead. This might be best exemplified with Paul's widely mocked diss track about teachers, but Paul doesn't just diss education. He's attempted to start 2 of his own educational programs that theoretically instruct followers on how to be influential and make money through online pursuits like his own. Paul has enacted 2 very similar schemes themed around that idea. The first was Edfluence. Edfluence was launched in 2018, and it was supposed to be a series of videos fans could unlock for just $7 that would give them a roadmap to success as an influencer, except as many YouTubers and publications pointed out, the $7 didn't unlock the program in its entirety. It just unlocked a few videos with basic tips like have a phone, and if you like makeup, create makeup videos. Number 6, inappropriate videos. Many of Paul's videos have come under fire for being inappropriate for a young audience, since a lot of them revolve around sexual and violent content. In January 2018, for example, Paul uploaded a video called "I Lost My Virginity," which initially had a thumbnail of Paul and then girlfriend Erica Castell posing semi-nude. The video was age restricted, and after scrutiny from other YouTubers, Paul changed the thumbnail and eventually deleted the vlog. Paul has leaned even more into sexual content, creating a number of videos that feature famous adult film star Riley Reid. Another incident that sparked criticism was when Paul decided to tweet that anxiety was self-inflicted. Paul tweeted in February 2020, "Remember, anxiety is created by you. Sometimes you gotta let life play out and remind yourself to be happy and that the answers will come." Number 5, looting and vandalism. On May 31st, 2020, Paul and his friends posted videos to social media of themselves at the Scottsdale Fashion Square shopping mall in Scottsdale, Arizona. And Paul said he was there to take part in the George Floyd protests and to film the looting and vandalism in the mall so that he could show his audience what was really going on. But police opened an investigation into his presence at the mall, and he was charged with criminal trespass and unlawful assembly. Paul responded to news of the charges on Twitter, writing, "Give me my charges, and let's put the focus back on George Floyd and Black Lives Matter." Number 4, federal search warrant. On August 5th, 2020, the FBI conducted a search of Paul's mansion in Calabasas, California, in connection with Paul's involvement in the Arizona mall raid, seized firearms from the house, according to the Washington Post. The news was first reported by TMZ. The outlet shared photos of law enforcement agents and a vehicle approaching the home. The U.S. Attorney's Office later said Paul would not face federal charges related to the investigation. Number 3, allegations. In April 2021, 2 women came forward with abuse allegations against Paul. The first was Justine Paradise, who has over 500,000 TikTok followers, released a 20-minute video in which she accused Paul of abuse, alleging he forced her to perform some things in his bedroom at the Team 10 house in July 2019. She said they danced and kissed consensually at first, but that it became non-consensual as Paul allegedly got physical with her. Paul denied the allegation in a Twitter statement, calling it manufacturing and claiming he had never had a sexual relationship with her. Another woman, actress and model Rayleigh Lawley, came forward later that month accusing Paul of groping her without consent in 2017, according to the New York Times. Number 2, driving incident investigations. In May 2021, Puerto Rico's Department of Natural and Environmental Resources launched an investigation into Paul after video emerged of him driving over a protected beach on the island nation. Sea turtles commonly nest on Puerto Rico's beaches from February to August, and locals and tourists are advised to tread carefully to ensure that the protected species hatch safely. Puerto Rico's Environment Secretary Rafael told the BBC that people who break the law by riding on the beach could face fines and other penalties if applicable. Paul received significant backlash online, and more than 219,000 people signed a petition urging authorities to charge him with crime. And finally, number 1, boxing world. Paul continued to leverage controversy for attention in 2022, especially in the boxing world. He's made numerous headlines and earned derision for calling out fellow boxers like Tommy Fury, Nate Diaz, and Canelo Alvarez. After beating former UFC middleweight champion Anderson Silva in a boxing match in late October, the influencer also made a derisive statement aimed at UFC President Dana White. In November 2022, Paul teased a video on Twitter suggesting he would face off in a fight against Andrew Tate, the kickboxer turned influencer who went viral for his misogynistic self-help tips. Paul previously said that Tate, who has been banned from multiple social media platforms, would be too scared to fight him or his brother Logan. Paul continues to make videos on his YouTube channel, which has maintained a consistent level of subscribers throughout the last year, according to the data and analytics website Social Blade. And that is all for today. As hard as that was for me to get through, please like this video, comment below your thoughts on Jake Paul, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.